Hey guys, so I wanted to show you the path of travel tool in Revit 2020. It it's pretty cool and it's pretty simple too, so it's something definitely worth checking out. So to get right into it, if you go into your Analyze tab and then over to your Path of Travel button under the Route Analysis panel, you have the button and then you have a little dialog box. So in this dialog box, you have hidden elements, demolished elements, underlay elements. This is just saying what elements it's gonna ignore, and then it has under here, depending on if you have the box checked or not. If you have it checked, you can come in here and specify which elements it's going to ignore. So we can see here it's going to ignore doors. And you may want to do this for other things like generic models, whatever the case is. And then down here at the bottom, you have top, so how high something is before you ignore it, or how low something is before you ignore it. So you have those settings there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just place a couple of these and we can see how it works. So we'll come in here and just put it there. And one cool thing is we can snap to these things as well, to the path of travel line. So if I keep doing this, I can come down here, jump over here, and then show that as well from the exact point, starting point from this line. So it does have those snaps there, so that's kind of nice. The tool's pretty simple. When you place it, you then can click on it and see some information over here and schedule that information. So we have speed, the view name, the level, time, and length. Depending on where you're at and what you want to see, if you don't want to see the seconds or you don't want to see feet and inches, you can go into your Manage tab and then your project units, and then here you can click on length, or come down here and change your time, your speed, and also your length if needed. Click OK. And just change that information based off of what you need to see. So if you wanted to then, make this a little bit more visual, depending on codes and stuff like that, what you can't exceed or whatever the case is, you can go in here and create filters for them. So by looking at this, we can see it takes about 24 seconds to go 105 feet. This is going to be 29. So let's just say everything above 25 we're going to turn red, to say that's too far or whatever the case is. To do that, we would just go into our visibility graphics by clicking VV or whatever it is that you use, the button, or clicking VG, and then go over here to filters. We add one, rule based, edit new, come down here and we'll do a new one, and we'll just say path of travel. Click OK, and then here we can add multiple rules if needed. We're just going to stick to one, but first we need to choose the path of travel. So if you just click P, you can jump down to it and then check that box, and then over here we would then add a rule. So for what we want is the time, so we click on time, and then we say greater than 25. Then we click OK. OK. Or wait, we need to add that. Then click OK. And over here we can override the lines. For example, if we wanted red. OK. If we click OK, we then see that the lines that are exceeding that 25 seconds are turning red. So while we're designing and stuff like that, we can easily, visually see that information pretty quickly. If we want to take a look at the obstacles that would, most likely be in a building, like furniture, we can see how it works when it's moving around that as well. So I'll go ahead and place some desk. I'll go to the Architecture tab and click Components. and I'll just grab one of these desks. I'll place it. I'm going to go into my visibility graphics and just turn on furniture real quick. And then I'm going to copy this around. All right, so now I want to come into my Analyze tab again, click that Path of Travel tool, pick one point, and then pick the second point, and then we can see how it moves through the desk, so it avoids it. If we go in there and then turn this off, so if we go into this setting and turn furniture on, so if we press F and then jump down there, we turn it on, it'll ignore that, and we can actually see that by updating it, and which is nice. Most design, it'll progress generally, and things will be added, and you may need to update these. So for this example, we can see that. So if I click on that line, I can update it, and we can see now it goes through that furniture. I'm gonna go in there, turn that off. Click OK, and then we can click on it again, update, and then it goes around that furniture. And what's cool to it is we can come in here and then like select all, filter, check none, go in here and get the path of travel, okay, and then update all of them at once. None of these really needed to change, but that button is there, so you don't have to individually update them one by one, which is kind of nice. Also, we can tag this information. So if I do TG for tag, we can come in here and just click on one of these. We'll get this prompt to load that tag, and you'll find it in your annotations. So if I go back, you'll come out here, click annotations, and then browse out to your path of travel tag. So I'll just click on P a couple times, load that, and then we add that tag. If you need to add more information to this, like for example I think it's the speed, so if you needed to add that information, you would just go in here and edit the tag, and then duplicate one of these text, and then just change the what parameter it's pulling into that text. So then you can go in there and tag all these if you needed to. You can also schedule this as well. So if I close all this, just say new schedule, we'll just go with multi-category, and then we can come in here and just not a multi-category family. So I jump back just to reiterate that if we do new schedule, not new multi-category, just type in P again, it'll jump you down to path of travel, and then you can open up that schedule, and then again you can bring in the same parameters that you would have seen when you clicked on one of these. So we'll just bring in everything, and then we can click OK. And then we can see the different paths. So detail line, from, length, level, line style, mark, speed, time, room view. Also, what's nice here is we can pile all that information down into a pretty easy to read schedule. So format this however way kind of works for you, but all that information is there and can be scheduled. So I think that's it really that I can think of on showing this tool. So hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully it was interesting and you learned something. I appreciate you watching. Please let me know if you have any feedback or comments. Like, share, subscribe if you want to see more, and thanks a lot.